Hey guys, how you doing? So today I'm going to do a short vlog about aircraft scales and sizes. I woke up this morning, had a little bit of an epiphany, and I thought, hey, I should do a quick video and kind of share some of my thoughts, and I'm interested to hear your feedback too. So this all kind of stems from the AMK F-14. So that's, spoiler alert, fantastic aircraft, maybe one of the best in 48 scale I've ever seen. I've just recently posted a video of going through some of the plastic and the box and what's inside it. Check that one out. But what got me started with that one is really need the wings out on that kit. Just because the flaps and the slats are molded so nicely, you can see they molded the actuators, the wiring, just tons of detail. So if you put it back, the wing swept back on the Tomcat, which makes it more manageable kind of size and easy to store, you're going to lose all that detail which comes with the kit, which is a shame. So what I did was I went downstairs, I picked up my Tamiya F-14A, which I built about a year or two ago, just kind of familiarize myself again with the size. So what I did was I brought it up to the bench, and what I'm going to do is now is I'm going to put a couple of pictures up to show you. Alright, so as you see from those pictures, it's a big beast with the wings out. When the wings are extended on the shelf, standard size shelf, it barely fits. It just fits with the wheels on, with one side of the aircraft, the wing, one wing overhanging. It's, I say, a big beast. So it got me thinking, it's like, how big is too big? Um, you know, some of these aircraft in the Cold War, like the MiG-31s, the the Tomcat, the Flankers, they're huge aircraft. Do I need to step down and do 72nd scale kits? I used to start off modeling 72nd scale kits like a lot of people, a lot cheaper, but I kind of really struggled. Well, maybe my skills weren't as good then, but I just found it hard to kind of paint some of the details, just work on a smaller scale, the little tinier pieces. I just found 48 scale and 32nd scale way more manageable to work with. It's easier just to paint those details. I think the cockpit's much bigger, the switches are bigger. Um, so that's kind of where I kind of stayed, 48 modern and the 32nd Warbirds. So what got me thinking is, well, maybe these larger aircraft, like I said, maybe I need to drop it down. So if I did drop down to 72nd scale for a Tomcat, for example, then I could have the wings extended. I could then maybe do a little carry diorama and have a couple of people, maybe some weapons on display. That won't be too big. That's manageable. It could fit on the shelf. But again, if I did that with a great AMK kit, it's going to be huge. Where do I put it? Fortunately, I moved to a new house about a year ago. Um, it's a lot more space, but I'm a pretty prolific modeler. I'm knocking stuff out every month, and I'm losing space every month. I'm producing more and more aircraft, and my space is dwindling. At some point, in a few years' time, I'm going to run out of space. So it's something I really need to think about. So what I'm going to do is next year, 2020, I'm going to build a couple of 72nd kits just to see how I get on and see the vibe. So what I do have my stash already is right here, looking behind me, is this nice Special Hobby Vegan kit, which is fantastic. The service detail and everything on that kit is great. So that's definitely one I want to give a shot next year, and kind of see how it goes. I might also pick up one of the new F-14s just to see maybe the County one or possibly the Great Wall Hobbies one. It's just the Great Wall Hobby one is that's expensive. It's more expensive than a 48 scale AMK one. So I mean the prices are going up. It's getting a little crazy. So that's just something to think about. So another thing is, for me, sorry, quick, is if this guy, I mean, I have some 32nd scale kits in my stash. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not going away anytime soon, but if I can't manage a 48 scale Tomcat, like, what am I going to do with a 32nd one? Like, a 32nd one is big. It's going to 2.5 foot long. Um, so just kind of food for thought. Just kind of going through my options and where I'm going with this. But I'm not going to plan to drop down scale on everything. Like I mentioned, a Hornet or a Mirage, in 48 scale, they're perfect size. I fit on the shelf, no problem. Even like a Jaguar and that kind of stuff. Just these bigger aircraft in the Cold War are just huge. Like I say, the MiG-31 in particular, that's a beast. The Flankers, not tornadoes, Tomcats. There's just a lot of bigger aircraft, so I'm thinking maybe I need to drop it down a scale. It's funny too. It's you know, as you guys have seen last few years, 70-second scale kits are greatly improved. Manufacturers are knocking out these kits with some of the detail is as good as 48 scale, some are good as 30-second scale. Look at the fine mold 70-second scale Tomcat. It's has avionics bays, spine detail. The amount of detail on there is better than some 30-second scale kits, but in miniaturized. So that's really kind of it. One other thing to mention too is 30-second scale kits. Nothing's really being released right now. If you look at what's coming up in the catalogs for next year, very few manufacturers are releasing the 30-second scale kits. I think they're really understanding that the space and amount space these things take up. The Hong Kong models 30-second scale Lancaster bomber. That's huge. It's a great model. People love it, and on paper people like it, but not many people are buying it. It's just, and same for the Wingnut Wings version. It's just so big. People are like, where do I put it? I mean, you could put it on the ceiling or maybe in the wall, but there's very few places you can store something that big. So I think people are really kind of looking downsizing. A lot of manufacturers I think are realizing that too, and then it seems like gearing more to the smaller scales. So I'm just kind of waffling a little bit here and kind of talking about scales and what I'm thinking. But again, I'm interested to hear what you guys think. What scales are you working with? Are you thinking about downsizing? Do you have problems with space? If so, put me a comment below. Also, please like my videos, subscribe if you like. I'm doing pretty regular content right now because I'm kind of quiet over Christmas, but as New Year comes on into January, February, I'm getting a little bit more busy in real life, both with my kids and my work, so the videos won't be quite so frequent. But I do have some videos planned, some more inbox videos, maybe a build video. I might possibly for the AMK F14, if I do that, I might do a build long video for that one. And also some monthly updates of what I'm up to, buying and that kind of stuff. So again, that's pretty much it. I'm just curious to hear what you guys think. But yeah, so have a great day, happy modeling, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. See you later. Bye.